Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kassandra, and I'm going to take you through this short morning Yin Yoga practice with me. A great way to stretch in the morning in a very gentle way and to also set the tone and set the intention for the day ahead. So do grab one block for our practice, and we're going to start using it right away in a variation of supported bridge and knee to chest. So a combination of the two. If you don't have a block, you could probably get away with using a couch cushion or a folded up blanket or some bed pillows. We're just going to use it on its lowest level and shrug your shoulders down and away from the ears. You want the block to be underneath your sacrum. We're going to pull the right knee in towards our belly and extend the left leg straight. So just looking to open up through the front of that left thigh. This is basically a reclined version of a low lunge. And it can be a lot easier to do, especially if you're quite stiff in the morning. So we'll be here for about 2 minutes. Try to relax your arms, your neck, your head. And start to ask yourself what your intention is today. Maybe just by picking one word that captures how you want to feel. And breathe into it. Let's bend the left knee so we can slide that heel in. We'll switch sides. Set your right foot down. Notice if your prop has shifted at all. And then left knee and thigh pulls into the belly, right leg extends out. And really try to reach out with your right heel. Sliding your shoulder blades down your back. Relax your facial muscles and really focus on the rhythm and depth of your breath as it flows in and out through your nose all the way to your belly and low back. Carefully release this one as well. Slide that right heel in. We'll do one last pose lying down here, coming into reclined butterfly. I like to do this one with my hips elevated on the block. However, it might be too intense. If it feels like too much, just move the prop out and off to the side, and you can do this with your hips directly down on the floor. And it might feel nice to reach your arms up overhead to invite a gentle stretch into your shoulders, into your chest and upper back. Just 2 minutes right here. Feel your belly button and your lower belly expand and lift up on the inhale, and it softens back down on the exhale. If your arms were up overhead, slide them back down. And we're going to lift our knees back up and through to center. Widen your feet so you can push your feet into the floor and move your prop out of the way. And just draw your knees in towards your chest. Maybe rock a little side to side. We'll be coming from here into Malasana or yogi squat. So you can roll or just lift and make your way up. And this is one that you can do with or without your prop, with your block. So you want to have your heels in, toes out, and your feet are about a little wider than your hips or hip width distance apart. About a 45-degree angle with your feet here. And you can use your elbows to help push your knees open as you lift and lengthen your chest. Now, if the heels and ankles are tight and the hips are tight, you can also just sit up on a block and rest your hands on your thighs instead, making this pose a little bit easier. I've also seen students who like to have the block in front of them and they're leaning forward a little, and the block can help provide some stability. We're not here for too long, just 2 minutes. Slow, steady breaths. A really great grounding pose. Really asking what you need today. What is this day going to ask of you? And what kind of energy do you want to bring to it? See if you can cultivate this right now on the mat. If 'Cause 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 ' Release your fingertips to the floor. We're going to lift up into our Ragdoll Pose, the only standing pose in Yin. So you can turn so that your feet are parallel towards the long edges of your mat, but really don't worry about straight legs here. You can definitely bend your knees a lot, and some people also like to have their block underneath the hands if the floor feels like it's a little bit too far away. And you might want to hold on to your elbows just to provide a bit of a traction. Try not to let your knees buckle in towards one another. We're still trying to push them out slightly so everything stays aligned. And as much as you're probably feeling this in the back of your legs, we're also really trying to emphasize a lengthening and a release through our spine. So let your head be heavy so it can dangle. Normally we breathe in and out through the nose, but in this forward fold, you might find it a little bit better to breathe in through the nose and exhale out the mouth. And come back to just breathing in and out through your nose. Not here for much longer. You can release your fingertips to the floor, bend your knees, and we're just going to crawl onto our belly, setting ourselves up in Sphinx. Finishing up by opening through our chest into our shoulders. You don't need to make this very deep. Try not to get the sensation to go in your low back. We're instead focusing on opening and expanding through your chest, through your upper back. Roll your shoulders back behind you, pulling your heart forward. Relax your heart to the ground. And just for a few moments, press back into an easy child's pose. Hips to your heels. Reach your arms back behind you as you fold. And let your spine naturally curve and round in this pose. What is your one-word intention today? What kind of energy do you want to bring? What is your top priority and main focus? Rise on up and we'll close this class together. Take a seat, however is comfortable. Palms join at the center of your heart, lifting up tall. And let's close with Om. Inhale to chant. Big breath in. Namaste. Thank you so much for doing this morning Yin Yoga practice with me. I really do love to hear your word of the day. I always find it super inspiring. Please leave it below as a comment. And if you're not quite sure yet what your intention is, you might like doing this 5-minute affirmation meditation. You might get a little inspired from that. Please do subscribe to my channel. I have many other morning Yin Yoga classes here, and I would love to have you practice with me every single day. Thank you so much. Namaste.